You know what separates people who constantly get taken advantage of from those who seem to effortlessly navigate complex social situations? It's not intelligence. It's not luck. It's strategic awareness. And today, you're going to learn the exact psychological principles that will shift you from reactive to strategic, from vulnerable to protected, from confused to clear. If you find value in this content, I'd really appreciate it if you'd hit that like button and subscribe. It genuinely helps more people discover these ideas. Most people walk through life playing by rules that only they follow. They're honest when others are calculating. They're transparent when others are strategic. They're emotional when others are analytical. And then they wonder why things never seem to work in their favor. But here's what I need you to understand. This isn't about becoming manipulative or cruel. This is about developing the kind of strategic intelligence that protects you and helps you navigate reality as it actually is. The philosopher Niccolo Machiavelli understood something fundamental about human nature that most people refuse to accept. He understood that good intentions without strategic thinking lead to being crushed by those who think strategically. Today, we're exploring 8 principles adapted from Machiavellian thinking that will fundamentally change how you approach relationships, career decisions, and life strategy. Before we start, drop this in the comments. I will think strategically, not just emotionally. Principle 1. Strategic ambiguity. When someone asks about your plans, your goals, or your strategies, do you immediately tell them everything? If you do, you're hemorrhaging power without even realizing it. Strategic ambiguity isn't about lying. It's about understanding that complete transparency with everyone is strategic suicide. The most influential people have mastered the art of revealing just enough to maintain connection while preserving their strategic advantage. When you tell someone your complete plan, 3 things happen. First, they can prepare countermoves if your interests conflict. Second, they can steal your ideas if they're opportunistic. Third, they form rigid expectations that limit your flexibility to adapt. Here's a practical example. Someone asks what you're working on. Most people launch into detailed explanations. Instead, try, I'm exploring some interesting opportunities in this area, still in early stages, but I'm optimistic. Notice how you've acknowledged the question without surrendering strategic information. Never reveal everything you can do all at once. When people don't know the full extent of your skills, you can step up with unexpected solutions at crucial moments, making you appear more valuable. Share enough to build rapport with the right people, but never so much that you lose your ability to maneuver. Principle 2. Adaptability over consistency. Here's an uncomfortable truth. You should not be the same person in every situation. This isn't about being fake, it's about being effective. Every person you interact with has different communication styles, values, and ways of processing information. If you use the identical approach with everyone, you'll connect powerfully with some and completely alienate others. Are you speaking with someone analytical? Present facts and logic. Dealing with someone emotional? Lead with empathy and stories. Working with someone pragmatic? Skip theory and show them exactly how something works. This isn't manipulation. It's communication intelligence. Water adapts to whatever container it's in, but it never stops being water. You're adapting your presentation while maintaining your core integrity and values. But here's the critical boundary. Never adapt so much that you lose your core. Your fundamental values and ethical lines should remain constant. Only your expression and approach should adapt to your audience and context. Principle 3. Emotional independence. What you are not afraid to lose cannot control you. This principle alone can transform your entire life. Most people are imprisoned by their attachments. They stay in toxic jobs because they're afraid of financial instability. They tolerate disrespectful relationships because they're afraid of being alone. Every single one of these attachments is a lever that others can pull to control them. Emotional independence is about maintaining your ability to walk away from anything that doesn't serve you. This doesn't mean you don't care. It means you're never so desperate that you'll sacrifice your dignity or values to keep something. Consider 2 people in a negotiation. Person A needs this deal desperately. Person B wants the deal, but has other options, and is genuinely willing to walk away if terms aren't right. Who holds the power? Obviously, person B, because their lack of desperation gives them negotiating strength. The paradox is profound. The less you need something, the more likely you are to get it on your terms. Start practicing with small things. Don't be attached to winning every conversation or everyone liking you. As you develop this skill, you'll notice people treating you with more respect. Principle 4. Strategic patience. Real power doesn't announce itself. It doesn't demand immediate recognition. It waits, watches, and strikes at precisely the right moment. Most people think power is loud, forcing your will and making demands. That's amateur thinking. Professional power is patient, calculated, and often invisible until the crucial moment. In conversations, strategic patience means mastering silence. Most people are uncomfortable with pauses and rush to fill them with words. When you're comfortable with silence, you control the rhythm. Silence after a difficult question makes your response carry more weight. In professional contexts, strategic patience means building reputation through consistent excellence rather than self-promotion. It means solving problems repeatedly until everyone naturally comes to you for solutions. This requires shifting from immediate gratification to long-term positioning. You're not looking for quick wins, you're building sustainable influence. The most powerful people in any environment are often the quietest because they've built their reputation through strategic patience. Principle 5. Reading beneath the surface. People don't say what they mean. They rarely even know what they actually want. Your job is to read what's unspoken and respond to the real message. Every person is broadcasting signals about their needs, fears, values, and vulnerabilities. Strategic thinkers listen at a deeper level. When someone talks about work, they're revealing their self-concept and worries. When they discuss relationships, they're showing emotional patterns. Here's the framework. Every person is silently asking 3 questions. Do you see me? Do you understand me? Do you value me? When you can answer yes to all 3 through your attention and responses, you create powerful connection. Reflect back not just what people say, but what they mean. Someone complaining about being overwhelmed? Reflect back their dedication. Someone frustrated? Reflect back their commitment to excellence. This makes people feel understood at a deep level, which creates trust and influence. Once you understand someone's core needs, you can frame your ideas in ways that naturally appeal to them. You're not changing your message, you're translating it into their psychological language. Principle 6. Pragmatic ethics. The real world doesn't operate in pure black and white. Sometimes doing what looks right creates worse outcomes. This is the most controversial principle, so let me be clear. This doesn't mean not having ethics. It means understanding that real situations are complex. Imagine you're leading a team and someone is consistently lying to clients. The nice response might be another chance and more training. But what about the honest team members, the deceived clients, and the organization's health? Pragmatic ethics might require the difficult decision to remove that person because protecting the many outweighs being nice to one person causing harm. This isn't cruelty, it's responsible leadership. The key principle is outcome-focused thinking. Instead of what makes me look good, ask what creates the best results for everyone involved. This is not license for selfishness. You're making difficult decisions that serve the greater good. Establish clear ethical boundaries. What are your non-negotiable values? Within those boundaries, give yourself permission to be pragmatic and strategic.
Principle 7. Controlled information flow. In an age where people broadcast everything, the person who shares strategically holds disproportionate power. Controlled information flow means being intentional about what you reveal, to whom, and when. Humans are naturally curious, and incomplete information creates interest. When you share strategically, you create natural attention. In professional contexts, don't reveal all your capabilities immediately. Reveal them gradually to create the impression of continuous growth. In personal relationships, share information as trust is earned. The fundamental principle: information revealed cannot be unrevealed. Once people know something, it shapes every future interaction. Share too little initially rather than too much. You can always reveal more later. Timing matters enormously. The same information revealed at different moments has completely different impacts. Different people should know different things about you based on the relationship depth.
Principle 8. Results over recognition. Here's what separates people who accomplish things from people who talk about accomplishing things. Obsessive focus on outcomes rather than appearances or being right. Most people want to win arguments more than achieve goals. They want to look smart more than be effective. Outcome obsession asks constantly, what result am I actually trying to achieve? In disagreements, outcome-focused people ask what they want from the conversation, maybe changing behavior, reaching compromise, or gathering information. Sometimes proving someone wrong makes them defensive. Helping them reach the right conclusion themselves often works better. In professional settings, outcome obsession means choosing projects based on impact rather than visibility. In personal development, it means brutal honesty about what's actually working versus what just makes you feel productive. Outcome-focused people ask, is this activity moving me toward my goal, or am I just staying busy? This leads to strategic focus, doing less but accomplishing more by concentrating on high-impact activities. Another crucial aspect is flexibility. Outcome-focused people are attached to their goals, not their methods. If one approach isn't producing results, they try something different without ego.